extra bits should be added to the data what you want to transmit. Okay, those extra bits are going to be helpful at the receiver side to detect the errors. Okay, so to detect the errors we have discussed. So now we have one more method called internet checksum. Okay, it is normally called checksum and it is most widely used in internet. That's why it is called internet checksum. Okay, that is also very important from exam point of view. So let me just quickly go to that problem. First, we'll understand what exactly internet checksum. Okay, so shall I start? So this is the last topic of third module. Today I want to even start the fourth module also quickly. Okay, what and all you're going to learn in fourth module. At least I need 2 more classes to complete the syllabus for the IA. But I have only 1 hour. I need to check with any other faculty to get the extra class. Okay, otherwise it will be planned on Saturday afternoon. Okay, I'll just find it with the faculties, other faculties. Okay, here let me just start with the internet checksum. So this is also one of the technique that is used for error detecting technique. Okay, so it is used mainly to find the received data is correct or not, or is it any bits got corrupted. Okay, so here why the name is given checksum. Okay, so that is a technique used to find the what are the extra bits should be added. Okay, so those extra bits will be useful at the receiver side to detect the errors. Okay, so here you are going to do something with respect to summing the values, and whatever the sum you are going to get, that you are going to attach as the extra bits. That's why it is called as checksum. Okay, so here checksum is an error detecting technique that can be applied to a message. Okay, so whatever the message to be transmitted, that will be applied to that message of any length. Okay, there is no restriction, you can apply to any length of the message. This method can be applied. So in the internet, checksum technique is most widely used. That's what I told. Why this is actually a checksum, it is a technique and this is like most widely used in internet. So the name it is given as internet checksum. Okay, so in the internet, the checksum technique mostly used at the network and transport layer rather than a data link layer. Okay, so now in the previous method CRC, okay, having distance, all these methods whatever we have discussed in the previous class, so those are all implemented at the data link layer. Okay, so now checksum technique, this is most of the time implemented at the network layer and also the transport layer. Okay, so here at the source the message is first. I am now just going to explain what is the procedure to be used to perform this checksum operation. Okay, so listen carefully. If you understood the previous method, this is also very easy. Only some small modification in finding how to add the extra bits. Okay, so listen carefully. So a message is first divided into m bit units. Okay, so whatever the message, whatever the length it is, you need to divide that into m bits. Okay, so where m for, so when I am solving the problem, so I can fix it to some particular number. So the number or whatever the data I have, I want to divide that data into 4 bits. Okay, then the procedure follows. So divide the complete message into m bits. The generator then create an extra m bit unit called checksum. Okay, so after dividing message into m bits, okay, let me just, you can just observe the diagram. So this is my data. Okay, I want to send. So now before sending, I need to add the extra bits that will be useful for finding the error detection at the receiver side. You can just observe. So whatever the data you have, just divide it into m bits. Okay, so now make use of these m bits and send this information to the generator. You already know what is the function of generator in the previous method. Yes, no? So the function of generator is to find what are the extra bits should be added. So here also it performs the same. Only the thing is the logic added at the generator is going to be different. Okay, in the last class we have used something division method. to find the reminder, and that reminder is added to the end of the data, all that. Okay, so here this is going to be a little bit different. Okay, so what exactly we are going to do in this method at the sender side to find the extra bits? Okay, that is, generator is going to perform addition of all these m bits. Okay, it will add all the m bits. Whatever the result you are going to get, that should be once again represented as a m bits, and that should be added to the data. Along with the message, you are adding those m bits. Okay, consider I have your 46, I'm just taking number 32, something like this. Okay, so there may be so many other numbers. So I will just add this. So when I am adding these larger numbers, obviously whatever the data I am going to get, it will be more than 4 bits. Okay, or more than m bits. So in that case, you need to convert that into m bits. It's compulsory. Okay, so if you are using 6 bits, if you are getting in the result 7 bit, so the last 7th bit from the MSB, whatever you have, that should be added to the once again back to the result, and once again sum up. Okay, so that you will be converting that into m bits. Okay, if you are not understood, don't worry, we'll solve the problem, you will understand. Okay, so now what the generator is going to do here, it will add all the m bits of the message and it will get the sum. Okay, that sum once again converted into m bit, it is added to the message. Okay, so this is all my message. You can see message plus checksum. So this is checksum. Okay, so now this complete data is sent to the receiver. So now what the receiver is going to do? So receiver is going to do the opposite operation. Okay, so the complete data is taken and it is sent to the checker. Okay, so that is the logic done at the receiver side to find the received data is correct or not. Okay, so here it is going to take all the data, okay, complete data, and given to the checker. Okay, and here it is going to extract after performing a particular operation. It will perform once again sum of all the elements. So whatever it is done at the generator, same thing it is going to done by the checker. It will add all the elements of m bits, okay, of message, and also these extra bits. So you will be resulting once again sum as m bit. Even if it is exceeding more than m, you have to convert into m bits. Okay, so you will come to know how to do that. So now if it is m bit is coming here, okay, now you need to check condition here. Okay, if whatever the m bits it is generated you by the checker, okay, is it all or 0? Okay, if all or 0, if condition is true, that means there is no error in the received data, and deliver the data of that just extract only the message part and deliver that to the receiver. In case if these m bits whatever you have, if it is other than 0, okay, so if it is not 0, okay, then it indicates that there is a error in the received data and discard it. Understood the procedure? Yes, respond. Understood this diagram?
Yes,
I am
ma'am.
asking. Okay, so if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
if you understood this diagram, so we can try one problem, and according to this we'll try to solve one problem. And here whenever if you are adding and calculating checksum, we are using one's complement method, so that also I will explain. Okay, so what are the procedures you need to follow here? Okay, at the sender side, what are the operations or the steps takes place? So the message is divided into 16 bits word. See, it is depends. So here I told 4 bits. Depending on the anything, you just fix it. Whatever the data you have, divide it into either 4 bits, then all the block of data should be 4 bits. If it is 16 bit, then you have to divide the complete data into 16 bits. Okay, so once after dividing 16 bit of word, okay, the complete message is divided into 16 bits of words. The value of checksum word is initially set to 0. Okay, even we have done the same thing in CRC. Okay, at the sender side, so we have written a augmented data word where I don't know what is the extra bit should be added. So we added 0. Okay, to find what is the reminder and what is the extra bit should be added. Same thing here also it is happening. The value of checksum word is initially 0. So you have to consider 0 when you are adding all the 16-bit information. Okay, all the words including checksum are added. Okay, you need to add all the elements. Then whatever the result you are going to get, you need to do one's complement of that. Okay, the result should be once complemented. That is a procedure. Okay, that is a procedure used in internet checksum. Why means like there is no reason, you need to follow the, that is one of the important step to be followed. Okay, then checksum complemented and becomes the checksum. Okay, whatever the sum you have calculated, so that is complemented and it becomes the checksum. Okay, that checksum should be added along with the data. Okay, so this is the procedure you need to follow at the sender side. Just quickly you can go through. I will, the reverse operation takes place at the receiver side. Okay, so at the receiver side, what happens? The message and checksum it is received. Once again, here it has to divide that into 16-bit words. Okay, all the words are added using one's complement addition. Okay, the sum is complemented and becomes new checksum. Okay, so now whatever the new checksum you got, so if the value is 0, the message is accepted, otherwise it is rejected. Okay, so we'll try to solve one problem. It is there in the textbook. Just a minute. Okay, one's complement addition everybody knows now. How to represent one's complement and two's complement. So now let me just quickly show you one example. Okay, so now consider you have 36 digit, that is 36. If you convert, just observe this. So if I convert this into binary, I will be getting 1 0 1, okay, 0 0. So 2 power 2 and this is 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so totally it is 36. Now how many bits I have here? 4 5 6 bits are there. So now I need to change, or I need to convert this into 4 bits. Okay, so in that case what I have to do is, you just write as it is 1 0 0 1 0 0. Okay, so now I need to divide this message, because very clearly given in the block diagram, I have to split into m bits. If I have fixed on to 4 bits, then I have to consider these 4 bits, and here there are 2 more bits left out. What you have to do is, you take these 2 bits, just write at the LSB part. Okay, just write this 1 0 at the LSB part. Okay, and you add all these bits 0 1 1 0. Okay, so this is a result of after converting the 6 bits into 4 bits. Okay, so this is a result. What is the result I got? It is 6 in decimal. It is 6. Okay, so when I convert 36 into 4 bits, so this is the result I got. So this is very important step in a checksum. Okay. Okay, so let me just go to the problem. So you can just take your notebook. So let me just do your. So you can just note down. I'm going to tell the problem and try to follow it accordingly. Okay, whatever the procedure I have explained, the same thing you need to follow. Okay. So here I'm going to consider 5 numbers. Okay, that is considered as data. Okay, I will consider it as a data. So what are those 5 numbers? Okay, so that is 7, 11, 12, then 0, this is 0, then 6, then 9. Okay, so here, okay, actually only 5 numbers, so this 9 after calculation of the checksum. Okay, so now consider I want to transmit this data, okay, by applying the internet checksum. So what is the procedure to be followed? Okay, so now follow the steps. You at the sender side, so you should be very clear where you are doing, where you are solving the problem, which side is it, the sender side or the receiver side. So now what you have to do is you just write all the elements, that is 7, 11, same thing, whatever I have given, that is a problem. Okay, how we are going to calculate what is the checksum to be added and how receiver is going to make use of checksum to identify the error is there in the received data or not. Okay, and the next element is 0 and next element is 6. Okay, so I have written all the data, and also here I told initially checksum should be 0. Okay, initialized checksum to 0. Okay, so now add all these elements quickly and tell me the answer.
$26.
Check it, check it. What is the total sum you are going to get? How it is possible?
36, ma'am.
Yes.
6, ma'am.
So the answer is 36. So here actually the answer is 36. Okay, so what I told in the previous where I did that problem. Okay. Okay. So you just check this list, whatever the elements I have given. So how many bits you need? So is it any bit is exceeding 4 bits? 7, okay, you can represent it 4 bits. 11, 12, 0, 6 and 0. Okay, this is checksum. Initially just checksum is 0. So now when I add all these elements, I got the result is 36. Okay, so is it just represent 36 in binary? What is the answer you are going to get? Quickly, just find out what is the binary value of 36. Yes. How much time is required to tell 36 in binary?
100.
1 0 0 1
1.
0. Okay, is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now what is the condition I told? So we need to represent the data in 4 bits. Okay, so all this data it is represented in 4 bits, but whatever the result I am getting, it is exceeding the 4 bit, this 36. I am not able to represent in 4 bits. Now I want to convert this into 4 bit. So now itself I explained how to do that. Okay, so you just leave these 4 bits as it is, and these are all extra bits. It is exceeding the 4 bits. You just take these 2 bits added to LSB part of this part of 4 bits. Okay, so that is 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, so what you got? This is actually the sum. Okay, so this is actually a sum. So in the textbook they have not given this step, but you need to follow. Whenever if the result is exceeding the number of bits what they have specified in the problem. Okay, so in that case you have to use this method. Okay, is it clear? Just note down.
Yeah.
So I'll just erase this part. Everybody understood, no? So even if it is 16 bit, if your answer you are getting in 18 bits, the same procedure you need to follow. That's all. So now what is the sum? What is the sum? I need to write here. It is 6.
6.
Yes. Hopefully everybody understood how I got 6. Okay. So that is sum. So now according to the algorithm, so we should not send this sum as it is. Okay. That is 0, 1, 1, 0 as it is. I need to do one's complement of this result. Okay, one's complement. So if I do one's complement, what is the answer you are going to get? 1, 0, 0, 1. What is the answer in decimal? It is
It's 9, ma'am.
okay. Actual checksum it is going to be 9. Okay, so whatever you have calculated, the checksum is 9. So now what you have to do is, okay, the sender side. So the sender is going to send this data, that is 7, 11, 12, 0, 6. Okay, so now before here we have assumed checksum is 0, no? So in place of this 0, you need to write this 9. Okay, add that 9, and this is transmitted through the transmission media. Okay, so now what happens at the receiver side? Okay, when you are writing in your notebook, you just write it in small words. Okay, so that you can solve the problem in the single page. Okay, sender this side and receiver this side. Now this is a packet. This is the packet that is transmitted through the media. So I'll just go to the next page at the receiver side. So what the receiver is going to do? So receiver is going to take the data whatever it is sent. Okay, just write it as it is. That is 7, 11, 12, 0, 6, 9. Just add all this. What you are going to get, you just tell me. And you just follow the same step. If it is not within the 4 bits, then you have to convert into 4 bits. Okay. So after that, what is the result you got? You just tell me. The final one.
45.
Convert to 4 bits. 45 you represent in binary, convert into 4 bits. What you got?
One zero one 101.
What you got? After
101, ma'am.
what is the total sum you got?
45.
45.
45.
So, okay, you just tell in binary.
101.
101. Any one.
101.
101. 101. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So I told you to tell me after converting. Okay. So now I need to convert this into 4 bits. Okay. So you need to just take out these 2 bits. Okay. Take these 2 bits, add to LSB part. Okay. That is 1, 0. So you're going to get 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So this is after, this is actually the sum. Okay. This is actually the sum. This is like after converting into 4 bits. So next what you have to do is you need to do the complement of this. Okay. So you just do complement of this, that is the result, that is the actual checksum. Just complement, that is 1's complement. Okay, 1's complement you do. What is the result you are going to get?
0, 0, 0, 0.
0, 0,
0,
0. Okay, so that is your checksum. So what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning when you get checksum at the receiver side? 0. Yes,
No error.
very good. It is no
no
error.
error.
Okay, fine. Okay, so no error. Understood, no, everyone, the procedure. It's very simple. Only thing is you should be cautious when you are adding all number. Okay, after that immediately don't write what is the result you are going to get. So that 36 should be converted into a 4 bits data, then represent that as a result. After getting that sum, you need to once again do 1's complement of that result. Okay, you will be getting the actual checksum. Okay, and this should be added along with the data and transmit. So once it received at the receiver side, okay, once it is received at the receiver side, okay, along with the checksum, you need to add all the elements. Okay, just represent it in binary. You have to do write it in the binary. Okay, then you convert that into 4 bits data. Okay, this whatever it is, here you are getting 2 bits extra. If you are getting 3, you just take all 3 bits and represent to the left LSB part. Add it to LSB bits, and whatever the result you are going to get, that is the sum. Okay, it is not checksum, it is just sum. So now after that, whatever the sum you have received, you just do 1's complement of this sum. Okay, 1's complement of this sum. After doing that, you are going to get the actual checksum. So here you got all bits are 0. So that indicates that there is no error. Okay, so if you want to understand, you can just modify any one of the bit here. Okay, so 0 you change to 1, or 12 you just change to 11. Some changes you do, and you can just try. I want you people to check that. Okay, so instead of receiving 7, 11, so instead of 12, consider it is changed to 11. Okay, and 0, or you can any one bit information you can just change it. 6, 9. Okay, you just check it. What is the result you are going to get in this case? It won't be a 0. Okay, it won't be 0. It is other than 0.
ఎవరు మెకానిక్ లేరు మేము అప్పుడే పోయినాం యాక్సిడెంట్ అయ్యి నేను పెగ్గి పెరిసి క్లీన్ చేసి స్టార్ట్ చేశాను
Okay, so it shows like what is the background, how you were listening, few students, horrible. Okay, understood, no? So in this part you do it. You just any one number you just change, either even if you change checksum also, instead of 9 if it is changed to 8, okay, in that case also you won't get the checksum is 0. So easily you will come to know that there is an error in the received data. Okay, so very important from exam point of view. Very easy thing is you need to understand. Okay, so even you have the flow diagram. I want you people to just go through this. So this is for 16 bit. Okay, this is for 16 bit. So where you are going to represent the data using hexadecimal format also. This is the decimal value what we have discussed. Okay, instead of your decimal value, you can consider hexadecimal also. Okay, so in that case also the same procedure is used. So will you people try that problem by yourself? I'll just show you how to do that hexadecimal. Consider here the text information. Okay, so that is it is having 8 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, if the sender want to send this message, okay, so how to calculate the checksum? So here text, whatever the text it is there, so here it is hexadecimal number. So each character takes 8 bits. Okay, so now you are going to represent this complete message into 16 bits. Okay, 16-bit word. That is the first step. Okay, I will be just explaining the procedure. Remaining all it is same as the previous method. Okay, if you understood this one, the decimal one. Okay, in the textbook actually directly. Okay, this problem was there in the old edition, 4th edition. Okay, in the 5th edition that problem it is not given in the textbook. Okay, but you can just try by yourself. There is just an algorithm. If you go through this algorithm, you will understand. So you people go through the algorithm. Let me go to the problem. Okay, if you understand problem, you can easily understand the algorithm. So what is the procedure to be used if this is the case? Okay, so text needs to be divided into 2 bytes. Okay, that is FO. 2 bytes means first you are going to get FO, then you are going to get RO. You be cautious. Small letter, capital letter are very important because each it is represented with a unique ASCII value. So you should be very cautious. Then RO, then U, Z, then AN. So that is frozen. So this is the information if you want to transfer. So I'm just divided this into 16 bits. That is 2 byte information. Okay. The same thing it is done. So I want you people try this later. In case when you are adding the elements, if any carry out is generated, that part was not there here. Okay, in the problem what we have solved here. So in case if it is any carry out comes, okay, that should be added back to the LSB. Okay, so that you remember always. So I want you people to try to solve this problem where the information is represented in ASCII. Okay, so FO, for F the value is 46. Okay, for O ASCII value is 6F. Similarly for RO, in the exam they will give the ASCII value, no need to remember. Okay, if they tell frozen text to be transmitted, then they will be giving the corresponding ASCII value. What is F, ASCII value, U, okay, and everything they will give. So only thing is you take all that ASCII value and solve it according to the problem. Okay, only thing is here you are using hexadecimal number. So I want you people to try this by yourself. Okay, add all the elements. Initially checksum is 0. Add all the elements and whatever the sum you are going to get, it should be once again in a 16 bit. Okay, 16 bit. It is not 4 bits here. It is 16 bit. If it is exceeding more than 16 bit, then you have to change that. Okay, after that whatever the result you are going to get, it should be once complemented. Okay, so the result should be once complemented and add that result whatever the checksum you got along with this frozen text. Okay, this is a checksum, that is 7038 should be added along with this text and that is sent to the receiver. So receiver is going to perform the reverse operation. Okay, so you just note down, try to solve the problem for this text using checksum. Tomorrow I will ask the solution. In case if you have not understood, then only I will go to this problem, because everything if I am solving, then you will not do anything. Okay, if you don't go through, then you will, like, it is not same as what I explained.